Oh, alright. Hey guys, it's Josh, so sorry about that, but here I am back with another video, and it's gonna be a little different, because let's see if you guys can figure it out. Okay, let me move it. I took the card back with it. Okay, yeah, wait. XRS comparison video. We're going to be taking these three, each representing the different XRS races, and we're going to be comparing their features, their looks, their packaging, to determine which one is the best and which one is the worst. And to give you guys a sense of idea of what they're like with the normal next gen, we got in a normal one here. So get ready for this quadruple review. And first off, we're going to take a look at the packaging. Now, he doesn't really count. He doesn't count in this comparison. He's just to give you guys a reference to what these guys are like to a normal next gen. Because I assume at this point, most of you watching do have a normal next gen. I'm not saying you have Dan specifically. Maybe you do. But like, I'm most likely, all of you at least have a one next gen. So we'll take a look at his packaging first. See Dan Garcia there. He was released on Blue Desert, I do believe, and like, I don't want to get the wrong case, but I know for a fact that he was released in the last case of the year. Next Gen Racer Series. In the back, you can see the yellow Next Gen logo here. It says, will the impressive Next Generation Racers break Lightning McQueen's winning streak? Oh boy, by a long shot. And here we have releases that came out last year. Conrad Camber, Paul Conrev, Harvey Radcap, and Ryan Inside Laney. And to give you guys an idea, I did find the Piston Cup Race 11 pack exclusive to Target. And here's a little tease for them. I do have these two now. So that will most likely be Target haul number 4. You see, I did get it on Amazon as a new item. But I remember one time I came home from school and like, it got damaged like before I came home because my brother like opened it before I got home, so he kind of crunched it up. But yeah, there's that. And then we have Steve Slick LePage for Trunk Fest for the Mud Racers. I got these two because they were the cheapest, and I got him because at the time I could not find the normal version. I could not find that 11 pack. I eventually did, thank God. And I wasn't really ready to put in $350 for the original, but maybe I will one day. So we got his artwork there looking nice, although I do believe they did reuse it. And I have to say, out of all of these packages, I'll tell you right now, this one is my favorite. The artwork is the biggest. It looks nice. The Cars logo is good. You got the little pop-up here showing you that you can test out the suspension. You can see the Thunder Hollow sign. You can see all this dirt and like gravel at the bottom. The tag looks the best out of all of these. It has this like rigid design. Obviously, they're going off-road. The Mud Racing logo, in my opinion, looks the best. I feel like I'm praising this right now. Although, one thing I don't like, I will give this to the Rocket Racers. I hated how Mud Racers, like, they put the car's actual name for a long time, and then they just put the sponsor, because I assume they got lazy. Like, for Cal Weathers, Paunchy Wipeout, Phil Tankson, Bobby Rotesta, they all had their names on the tags. But for, like, this guy, these guys, Dino Drafsky, TG Castleman, and George Newman, it just said Clutch Aid, Revolting, and Leakless. And it was more disappointing for him because he came out before his normal release and we did not know his name at the time. So that stinks, but yeah. And also, there used to be a description, but they cheaped out and just eventually just put it in multiple languages. They put Mud Racing in multiple languages. Made in Vietnam. And also, one thing I will give the blister, it's so cool how like there's some rocks that you can feel. Like you could see it's like raised off the blister. So that's cool. This packaging definitely has more positives than negatives, so I will say. And I think it was the biggest series. It had a lot of, I think like 15. This series was close. It actually, I think it might have had a little less, like by a slight margin, and this one only had 6 for some reason. It was very short. And the only racers in this series, in the drag racing series, that had names on their name tags were the main 3, Jackson, Cruz, and McQueen. For him, you have Lil Torquey. I guess it makes sense for him to be here because, you know, moving pistons is the feature. But for Tim Treadless, they put Nitro in. And for Brick Yardley, even though he does have a very small role, and yes, he does speak, for some reason they just called him Vitaline. But yeah, one thing about these is that their blisters are very big. The Mud Racing too. See how like the blister like extends a little more? Yeah, I'll show you the mud racer. Yeah, same thing. But then for rocket racing, they reverted back to like normal blisters. So you could see like this like you can see a whole bunch of lights in the background like they're street racing. So you could test out the working pistons there. On the back, you could see XRS Extreme Racing Series, and yeah, there's the description for drag racing. Extreme Racing Series is a high-octane competition that takes racing to the next level. The second event in the series, drag racing, features blistering acceleration in an all-out sprint to the finish line. Lightning McQueen and his friends will reach their ultimate top speeds, leaving nothing but smoke in their tracks as extreme drag racers. The Mud Racers had something similar to that. Like, oh, they went to Thunder Hollow and they put their off-road skills to the test. Also made in Vietnam. And here we see Cruz Ramirez, Jackson Storm. See, they just called him Treadless Nitroade. And McQueen. So there he is. And I was going to point this out. His blister was already like coming off when I bought him. He was the only one that legitimately came damaged. Actually, he did. That crease there was from when I bought it. Now, Cam here did not suffer any damages. It's got to be the most boring. It's just he's on like I don't even know where he is. You could just see like what looks like mountains. It looks like he's in Japan for some reason. You can see the Rocket Racing logo up there. You can see that if you spin this back wheel, the flames spin. Cam spinner with blast wall in multiple languages. You can see blast walls are like the pit stop barriers. On the back, we just have Cam in so many languages, I cannot comprehend that many. Same thing with how many times they repeat Extreme Racing Series in multiple languages. Also made in Vietnam. And actually, I went to a mall near my house the other day, and they had this, like, they had McQueen, Paul, and Cam, like, together at Mattel. Not like the 3-pack from the Disney store. They had them as, like, normal Mattel rocket racers. But they were all taped together. Like, the person who was selling them taped all 3 of them together, and then just was going to charge it for $20. And if you bought them normally, like, at Walmart, it would cost you, like, $15. So, like, I don't really know what that person was doing, but I digress. So, without further ado, we're going to crack all of these open. Take out Cam and his blast wall. That's one thing I will give the Rocket Racers is that I found it so cool how they had accessories, making the $5 you paid a little more worth it. I think the least worth it was the drag racers for $5. I think that in my area they were $5, and in my opinion they should have only been like $4 because they don't really come with anything. And I don't say that the Mud Racers should be like $4 because they have big tires. They almost classify as deluxe. Although, you know what, to be fair, in some respect they should be $4, but is what it is. Let's take it out. And then let's get Dan. We'll most likely keep Dan in the background most of the time. But not right now, because we'll actually take a look at him first. You can see Steve spinning down there. He's breakdancing. But we'll line these guys up with their packages, and we'll take a look at Dan first. So he's got a typical next-gen expression. Not looking too mad, not looking too happy. And well, actually, now that I just keep like teasing so many next gens, I might as well compare him to some others with his models. Here you have Chase Racelet, we have JD McPillar, we have Rich Mixon over here, we got Harvey Rodcap. So yeah, you guys knew about these. I just teased you about these two. You guys knew that these were coming. So it would seem that he's got a bit of a sleepy expression, so he's completely out. Harvey is looking kind of confused. Chase has a bit more like a slanted eyebrow. And with Rich, it looks like his eyebrows are actually slanted a little more up. So he does have a completely unique expression. Although, actually, no one knows. Spiky, maybe it's because of the shadowing, but it looks like Spiky's eyebrows are a little more up. So his expression is unique. But his spoiler is, oh no, it's not the same. Let's see if it's the same. Nope, Harvey and JD share the same spoilers. Let's see. Yeah, Chase also has the same spoiler as them. Rich is an error, because if you guys don't know, Rich is supposed to have like a different spoiler, but they accidentally released him with the Tim Treadless spoiler. So his is unique because it like comes down and then it curves up and then it comes back up again with these flares, which is really cool. And I also really like the metallic blue on him because you can't really see it on the box. You can really only see it on the wheels, but it's like reversed. The blue on the main body is metallic, but the wheels are just a very baby blue. Got a yellow bumper with the vents there, which are indented. Frown. Got the grill there. Blue headlights, which look great. Got the G for gaskets behind a blue, in front of a blue hood. It's a different color from the main body. I wish that they included like a modern version of the cookie design. And to be fair, I'm not too big on how they just put one letter. Like for Vitaline, like why just a V? So I've never liked that too much, but I still think it looks cool with these like little like circles coming off of the G on each corner. It's got the blue rims with the next gen Lightyear tires, and his contingency sponsors are looking pretty clear for Thailand. Piston Cup Combustor, Carbon Cyber, and Synergy. That's the arrow to indicate to the picker where to change his tires and lift them up. Got these indented exhaust pipes and this yellow stripe going out the bottom that curves up into like a sloped stripe that kind of has cuts in it at the top. 80 in yellow with two top corners in yellow and the two bottom in blue, with this blue stripe going across the back, and unfortunately mine has been chipped over those 3 months. He's got this like yellow thing going. He's got this like yellow like arch going across, similar to Berries and Petals hood. You can see how it's got this big arch going around it. I'm just giving away so much stuff, but yeah, you could see the 80 up there now has all yellow corners with the roof flaps, black window bars with kind of grayish windows. You see more of this yellow arch with the cuts in it towards the tips. Gaskets written right there with the gas cap. And then you have gaskets on the spoiler with two blue stripes coming up. So now it's inverted with a blue background to the yellow gaskets logo. See back here, the G for gaskets. Man, it looks bad back here because of the chip over there. The chip is so bad, the metal is showing. But you see the yellow tail lights. I mean, what? Yellow tail lights. Red tail lights and yellow rookie stripes. Gaskets with the G and an 80 on the back. To the bottom, N12A. That means he was made in the 12th week of 2020 at the A factory. All around, really cool car. He's probably one of my top 10 or top 15 next gens. I really think he looks good. So we'll put him back there, and we'll start with Steve. So we'll do all of them at the same time, actually. But first, we'll take a look at Cam's Blast Wall. See 31 right there in a lighter blue with a darker blue background, black stripe with XRS, with a blue X, I'll explain that in a second, and a checkered board like design, but instead of having like black and white, it's black and baby blue. And I pointed out these, oh by the way, it's in like a grayish plastic. And this is just a sticker. But I point out the blue X because depending on the racer, the X on XRX is different. Because for Steve, you can see his X is metallic green, Spikey's is a darker blue, and then Cam's is a lighter blue. And then if you look on the, oh right, he doesn't have anything on the back. Let's bring up Spikey. Yeah, so you can see like Cruz has a dark blue, Jackson has orange, Tim has a darker orange, and McQueen has a like half yellow, half orange. For Steve, you can see Dino has a green X, TG has a red one, and George has a yellow one. So yeah, pretty cool there that they all have different X's. You can see their expressions. I like how with the mud racers they made the next gen smile, because I mean, come on. And because I haven't reviewed this guy yet, I'll compare these two in the video of him. But you can see here we have the XRS logo. We have the XRS logo across the hood with these like black tire tracks behind it. We have it on like Spikey's right side, and then we have it here on Cam's left side. So they did change up the location of the logo each time. They all have different expressions. He's got a frowny expression. I'm not too big on his eyes. I think they look too small. Spikey's is pretty generic. I think it's the same as his normal release. And Steve's has got to be my favorite expression. I love that. He doesn't have a grill. He's got a grill connecting the headlights, and he's got a parted grill. He's also got some mud. He doesn't have vents. Oh, wow. He actually doesn't have vents. These guys have vents. You can see Cam's got it right there. Spikey's got indented ones. But no, he's just got some mud detailing right there. Interesting. And by the way, Cam does have a light blue bumper. You see, he's got this like swirl behind it, which is present on the normal version. This like metallic swirl. Spikey has the engine in the middle with the clear thing protecting the pistons and this like electrical waterish design. And then he has this white stripe that says XRS/CS, which is so cool because it's obviously abbreviated for Cam Spinner, and the leaf design from Triple Dent. Like, man, here's the normal Cam Spinner. I feel so bad showing all this, but here's the normal Cam Spinner, and you can see that it's actually blue over here, but white over here. So that's a nice difference. And obviously their features are all different. You got suspension here, you got pistons here, and you got flames here. And I've got to be honest, flames are the weakest one. I'm sorry, this has got to be the weakest one. This one is very close, but honestly, for me, the best feature here are the moving pistons. I love like how it moves and how it moves like that. You don't really see too many features like that in the Cars universe. With suspension, that's with like Tomica. It could be used for any car. And by the way, they all do have different headlights. So you could see on their roofs, you could see 31 is like centered, like facing forward. It's in the bottom corner here for Spikey, his 117. And then Steve's is like moved to his like left side. But it takes up like the entire half there for the 34, which is in silver. Now, Cam's windows are bolted up because he's going at rocket speed. So they're a part of the metal body. But Spikey has plastic windows, which are completely, like, gray. And then he's got, like, almost clear-ish gray plastic windows. See, he's got these light green rims with the muddy tires. Not too big on the light green. I wish it was, like, metallic or maybe white. Spikey has metallic blue, and then Cam's got silver ones with a little thing in the middle. And I gotta be honest, he's got my favorite rims. I just love the metallic blue rims. He's a close second, and oh, he actually does have some silver trim in there, but he's got to be my least favorite with the rims. And I don't really like the green for this little side thing here. Doesn't think it looks that good. Got a massive XRS logo taking up all of that. You can still have some of the chrome showing there. Like, see how shiny that is? His contingency sponsors, weirdly enough, are in front of this thing, this like metallic part. But that's not the weird part. They're octane gain, RPM, revolting, and clutch aid. What? Let's see. Piston cup combustor, carbon cyber synergy. Same thing there. Same over there. Same over here. And I'm just looking at all my next gens on the table, and I don't really see that. But for some reason, they do look kind of familiar. For some reason, the Mud Racers have McQueen's contingency sponsors minus the piston cup. Which is super weird. I don't know why they did this. But I guess it's alright. I mean, it doesn't look bad. You can see the X is still in metallic green with some mud detailing on these added black fenders here. You can see more of the darkish green. This size exactly the same with trunk fresh on the spoiler. Very shiny. And on the back, we have this green thing coming around here with this little bar connecting the headlights. 34 and trunk fresh. So the back is exactly the same as the normal version, just minus the rookie stripes. And the spoiler is the same. So is the roof. Oh yeah, but his window bars aren't painted in. It's got the mud flaps right here. And then the extended fenders so that he could, do that. Spiky has the XRS logo just straight there with this blue extra stripe going around. The exhaust pipes with these cool flames coming out. You see that. 117 with the plastic windows. Huge spoiler. Unfortunately, my brother got his hands and chewed on it. He's only 4 though, I forgive him. He's got this these gray stripes going down the spoiler. He's got these little extra wheels back here. They're molded and they don't roll so that he could do a wheelie, which is pretty cool. Oh, by the way, the engine block is silver. This is clear and the pistons are yellow. On the back, the blue stripe continues with 117 and these parachutes so that when he needs to slow down, boop, they will come out. Got this black here with the 117 and more of this electrical design. And this back wheel is massive. Like, look at that compared to him. And these two are very similar. I mean, they mainly have blue with some yellow accents. Same model, almost the same expression. Blue wheels. Yellow numbers. Very similar. These are just like a reference so that you guys can see what it's like to a normal next gen. But there's the size. You can see it's very bumped up and taller. Right here he's with Steve. Same length, just bigger. And then here he's with Cam. Cam is just longer due to the flames. So yeah, there's Spiky, and then Cam here with this robotic looking expression. You could see this like white little, it's supposed to be a leaf, but it looks like a bolt with this like baby blue in it with the 31 and the XRS CS. XRS there with these stars. Got this little blue accent here with the bolted windows and this fin, this light blue fin that says triple dent. You can see this white coming up back here. These black parts which have the flames. They do look nice. They are light yellow that fade to orange at the tips. 31 XRS-CS for Cam Spinner. And for some reason the bumper is a plastic piece. I assume that's so that they could insert the flames, but it's still weird. It's got these little fins coming off of it, which do look pretty cool. And yeah, and the tires do have like these like treads to catch on to the flames. And here you can see how there's this like thing in there. You can see this little black thing that comes up and rotates to activate the pistons. So yeah, there's my comparison for all 3 of them. And honestly, this is very hard to choose which one is my favorite. But I'm going to have to say, let me just examine them for a minute so that I don't change my judgment. I will say though, least favorite. He's very similar to a normal next gen. Very slight paint job. The wheels look cool and the flames look cool. Not too big on how the fins looked. I'll have to say Spiky. This isn't just because of my Little Torquey Pistons bias, because it is my favorite sponsor in the Cars universe along with No Stall. It's just very nostalgic since he was the first racer I ever got, so don't judge me. But yeah, I like the bumped up wheels. The spoiler looks cool as how big it is. It looks like it flows naturally. The feature is the coolest. I think the flames coming up on the side looks really nice. The rims look good. I think this light blue stripe complements the dark blue well. And the gray spoiler as well. He's a close second. I like the suspension, but it does look a little weird with those gaps there. And I'm not a big fan of the wheel color or how they messed up on the sponsors. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Maybe you guys have a different opinion. Maybe you like him the best. I don't know, but he does certainly get some extra points for having an accessory. So with that, that's it for this comparison video. I hope you guys enjoyed this different take on a video. And what do I review next? Let me just actually double check. Most likely, I will probably be doing a Target haul next. It'll probably be based on some stuff I found in like April. So, just to give you guys an idea, what I found for singles that time was of case E. So that is what you guys can expect. I found 6 singles and I found 2 2-packs. And then Target haul number 4 will be that 11-pack and 3 singles from case G. And most likely, I'm recording this on Thursday, July 1st. Tomorrow, I will most likely, maybe I'll make a trip to Target and see what they have. I'm hoping to get some stuff from Case H, because since this review is coming out before my hunt video comes out, because you guys don't know, I'm recording clips of me going to various stores and looking for stuff, and eventually by in like later July or in August, I'll put them all together and make a video for it. I'll call it I'm calling it On the Look, because I'm gonna be looking for a whole bunch of stuff. And I explained there that the main cars I'm looking for are Nick Shift, Clovis Rider, Rusty Cornfield, Racing Rick Francesco, and Muddy RRC McQueen. You guys know what I have with McQueen, but yeah, I'm really hoping to find those guys. Not really expecting the other 11 pack. 4 pack I already have. Not really expecting any Welcome to Radiator Springs singles either. And 2 packs are usually very lackluster, honestly. I was very lucky to get the 2 packs that I did get. They're very like they're not that great, but in hindsight for me, since I don't have my original versions, it's nice to get them. And on top of that, most of the time I find those 2 packs along with the Jackson and Laura and Brick and Bobby Swift 2 pack. So yeah, 2 packs aren't really good for me, but singles are always great. My store's usually getting like 2 or 3 sets of each case, which is great for me, so I could get more of the new cars. Although racing reds are very hard to find. I've never found a racing red in a store, because I never found any of case A. I did find some of case B and C. Found nothing for D. I told you I just found E. Got nothing for F, and then obviously just got some stuff from G. And so we'll see about H, but enough about that. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys most likely on Saturday for my 3rd Target haul. See you guys next time. Peace out.